freaking skunk in the yard. Living underneath. Oh, there's also a car parked up here. Kind of strange when you backed up to the dumpster. You couldn't have pulled in perfectly like that. Anyways. Animals, huh? Alright. Now they're utilizing fucking animals again. They used to have raccoons around here. What's up, little retard? Really? You're gonna play with the neuromodulator? Pressing buttons? Causing my head not to work and then fucking challenge me? Fuck you, little cuz bitch. You popo. Half-breeded. Half thug blue gang bitches. And half fucking... Basically, that covers everything. But that looks like it's asinine as hell. And shit, you'd have to back up right onto the dumpster. Who knows what their insinuation is? Maybe ownership of some sort. Or little fucking pussy. Bunch of fucking on top homosexuals. Bunch of fags. Keep hearing a voice come over from this apartment. It might be the white window. They just keep running the shit right through that shit. And all of them, anybody in that apartment complex, 1,000,000,000% should be homosexual. As a homosexual owner, only rented, and his fucking pit out and applications, there are only 2 homosexuals. Like a fucking homosexual safe house. Now I gotta go up. Look at this airplane. The fucker's flying so low. Now I just had some type of dude walk up through here. I don't know, Mexican or what. Almost looked like Rob. But I don't know who it was. I'm gonna go back in the house and find out what airplane that was. But utilizing the animals again. I'll have to get the technical term for that, but I already have one neighbor, like she's undercover fire department. Other neighbors acting undercover fucking FBI sheriffs with case files and all kinds of shit. Doing nothing but brutalizing and brutality while they all run their fucking mouth. And these guys are, you better shut up or else we'll do something to you legally, which they've already done. But all this shit's being reported. You just a pussy, son. Being poisoned, being contaminated. Them having the rights to fuck around with a remote modulator. No paperwork for it. Oh, go get you some help. They're disobeying my doctor's fucking orders. The system itself that enforced, oh, we overrule that. How the fuck you gonna overrule it? One, you're signing affidavits trying to say that this is what trouble you want caused in his life to help out, but then it turns around and you're utilizing another legal force to overdo that? To overrule it? Makes no fucking sense. It's life-threatening, and I'll straight up fucking kill one of these motherfuckers, straight up. Yeah, pussy, 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 pussy. Fucking homo. Disgracing. Destroying. Fucking, disrespecting. Everything under the sun. Tearing my whole social life up. You ain't shit anyhow, bitch. Parkside Vadio, 20 fucking years ago type of shit. Trying to play nigga in the hood when they're playing also cop informant, and we all get to work with this and all that. Organized intelligence. They can go and play, I ain't gonna tell you again, bitch, I'll fucking come out and crack your ass right here. The only thing I got, oh, we know what's inside your house. They've been utilizing fucking cam systems ever since I started living with my fucking older brother in 2000 when I first found out they was utilizing shit. The same motherfuckers that lived around him then, like it's organized intelligence, is the same motherfuckers out here participating. So, that's life-threatening. FBI NYC, partially Colorado Springs law enforcement, Tucson, Arizona. But the lastest was 2015, NYC FBI stepping out. all kinds of strength coming from them. All of a sudden, I'm putting things together, and something just fucking completely overdoes, man, while they're in here. Yeah, bitch, what's up? And utilizing shit like LRAD and fucking micro voices and hey, schizo. Motherfucker, you call me schizo again, I'm gonna take it out on you. That's social life threatening. It's a diminishing remark, at which point you're utilizing it to the point you're crushing to a social life death. I don't give a fuck. Well, then fucking step the fuck up with all the shit that you got, and I'll challenge you to it. Everything. Including the whole United States. I strip you of your motherfucking rights, giving you the 50 years of association and affiliation to group stalking, gang crimes, and all the rest of the shit. They tried to have me fucked up, but if I try that, oh man, come on, that ain't the way, we just kick you out. Bitch, you ain't got nothing to fucking kick me out of. You fucking homosexual fag. You fucking perverted. And the other guy over here is fucking, they always keep moving in and out like they're law enforcement. I was assaulted by, or stalked by, one of the peoples that first moved in there like 8 years ago. Oh, making a fucking intimidation remark out of them being fucking written up in New York City. And me being out here in Columbus, Ohio at a fucking house my family's owned for over 30 years. And them talking shit from across the street. On top of it being associated with the homosexual ex-city engineer fucking renting out all just to homosexuals. Anyways, hey, be a good kid, buddy. Your mentality. How in New York City, while these other guys are trying to play for competency of trial, they step straight the fuck up, much less me being free enough and already passed the competency for any fucking trial. There's fraud, major corruption, and everything else involved. They've lost, and what I understand will lose their case, and they won't be able to prosecute me for shit. It should have already been done on top of, just like what's happened elsewhere, being associated with the crime and it coming out as an associated crime on top of the harassment and other criminal charges that come with it, and them applying it to a police officer or law enforcement. One major situation which did help out here is a police officer was told over the fucking phone for his actions and what is still associated community actions that he could get a fucking misdemeanor charge for even trying to tell me the shit that he was telling me. Misdemeanor harassment charge right off the bat, and I could file that bitch within the next 3 months or some dumb shit like that. Oops. Don't know my shit. Maybe one of your supervisors that you work with that's not corrupt will. Besides them trying to utilize a United States enforcement and our people, like having higher connect senators, fucking all kinds of other shit, and our people run this country. We have, and it's an intimidated threat that they got that much fucking connection. Our gay, homosexual ass people will fucking overpower. Will over dominate, control power freaks. Anyways, don't know what's up with the car. I'm gonna have to go back on DVR and find out what's up with that. I don't know who walked down the alleyway up here. Seen dude walking, but I didn't see anybody park. I was playing a fucking video game, so didn't hear him park either. With the animal shit, that was a skunk. They do raccoons. Could you imagine? It's not telepathy. I forgot the fucking technical term, but it'll be explained later. To be able to interfere with the animals, or not just interfere, but call them. You could be a half a block away. An animal can sometimes perceptualize that. You can basically call an animal without utilizing verbalization. And they used to use the raccoons until they was getting killed off, and a few possums, but a lot of it was raccoons. So, trying to dominate the house. Now, the lady next door the other way used to try to, she was seen with her sister opening up my shed to let her cats in. And just basically outright disrespecting, but at the same time friendly, when it was a backstabbing ass friendly, or else boy. Like, hey psycho, I'll turn you in and you'll get in trouble. Right there is misdemeanor harassment right off the bat, which also will take an investigation to see how deep that goes to find out if you ain't fucking threatening me even harder. Oh, I'm law enforcement. I used to work this shit. They can't do shit to me. I don't give a fuck. trying to utilize neighborhood networks of law enforcement like they did elsewhere, and that's what I'm saying. Major corruption. Hey, we tell you what to do. 3 incidences at this house with the police being here and misinforming and misadvising me straight ass up. At least one of the incidences, even though there's been 4 and one of them happened a couple of doors down years ago, and that guy went up for a misdemeanor charge. I'm finding out these other guys, it's a possibility they get criminally charged to figure out what the fuck he was doing, on top of intimidation with community connections elsewhere. Basically like an organized mob crime shit. True blue gang bitches. Anyways, it's 3 incidences at this house or internal affairs or have been misadvised and all that shit's gotten involved. Plus the one down the street, plus all kinds of numerous other shit, while somebody else says, hey, I'm connected to him. Well, let's go put your connection up, dude. Everybody's tired of you. We're going to cause this to happen. Duress, trying to stress me out to the point that, oh, you ain't fucking shit. You need to leave Ohio. I left Ohio. I went to New York. They followed. Cops was getting involved out there. But they're always in here articulating a super superior voice, like as if either A, they're better, more intelligent, or overly dominating and overly powerful with their voice. A psychiatrist had explained that the way they're doing that is verbal harassment. And in Franklin County, it's belittling, and on top, it's fucking criminal. It's at least a fucking M3, I do believe, to start out with. With further investigation, with it being associated grouply, it just goes off the fucking charts. It could, depending on how deep that group goes with the investigation pulls, all the way up to fucking serving somebody paperwork to go to prison just for opening up their mouths. The same thing that happened in Colorado Springs. Hand signs, drive-bys, and not gun drive-bys, but real fucking just keep rotating a vehicular stalking ring. Rotating on top of numerous other little antics that they was doing, and the police stopped them all. 1, we profiled you. 2, it's been put in the community for the last couple of weeks and you should have abided by this. We gave you enough fucking time to pick up on your shit and not to bother him. But hey, he can't fight you, but you can fight, you'll call the law, you'll get him in mass trouble. You're playing your orchestrated fucking homosexual, even though they didn't include that, but that's what it is. Homosexual organized crime. We do what the fuck we want. By you opening your mouth is life-threatening now. No matter what the fuck it is. You go get your people, I'll go get mine. You keep talking shit, and the disgrace of what it is, I'm going to have to assault to defend myself. I'm going to have to be the first attacker before I get attacked, or the attacks keep continuing. Now, we'll go talk about this downtown while they got a bunch of fucking fruitcakes working downtown at the Capitol House there and everything else and all the fucking homosexual organized situation in this city. Number 2 in the United States for homosexuality or some shit like that. Anyways, mass and severe. But like I said, why shouldn't I take off? Well, I did take off. I was stalked each and every incident, and it's been going on for over 20 years. We own your ass. Horseback riding, something that happened, I believe, in 1999, 1998. I believe it was 1999. Fucking trying to call me a fucking homo where I can't interact out because they crippled me. My family's involved with the shit. The psychiatrist went to help write up fucking charges, or at least the different type of affidavit to the police with investigative evidence of how to persecute that. Same thing happened in Colorado Springs. They all came together where my family is either A, orchestrating power with those who are organized and taking instructions from them to do harm to me, or orchestrating the power themselves, and at which point the cops got involved. And the cops got involved telling other officers and other law enforcement and anybody that had an authoritative type of connection, you do not include, I don't give a fuck if it is his mother, his father, or Jesus Christ trying to be his brother, you do not take any information and pertain it to him. Period. They have nothing to do with him. When he's out on his own and whatever else fucking happens, they do not have any input. It's a criminal crime for them to be doing what they're doing. The same exact fucking shit going on right fucking now. On top, it's not just family. The association of, organized community, my fucking ass. Just like in Colorado Springs, the community was fucking persecuted. Multitudes of people not doing community shit, making it out that it is, and it turning out to an organizational, intelligible situation that started becoming an associated group and community harassment, including churches, including businesses, and all kinds. These guys are in here stepping all over the fucking place trying to warn me that I ain't allowed here. We tell you how to shop. You need some assistance. Here, I'll walk up and grab a hold of your hands because you're mentally fucking retarded. Anyways, they went in and told the managers the same thing they did in Florida. Told the managers, the next time you participate and help anybody else participate, I will charge you with the crime of whatever the other person's doing, and on top, whatever comes out, and on top, we'll be taking it to the management, we'll take it to the city, and all because you're a fucking manager or even a clerk at the fucking store, all the havoc you just caused. On top of that, just personally, you can be criminally charged for allowing the shit to happen, instigating and participating. Don't think you're free of fucking range because you work at the store that you got some type of authority. Especially in the situation that was going on. Uncommon shit anybody and everybody would understand. Trying to break me down, psychologically assault, socially assault, emotionally assault, any type of, and including physical intimidation or physical altercation threats later on, but all in the above. Oh, you don't know your shit, man. You don't know. Man, shut the fuck up, yo. Watch me break your ass, nigga. Watch me break your ass first, just like they got me accused. You murdered someone. You raped kids. You did this. You did that. No fucking paperwork. If I brought the cops up here right now, which has already happened also here in Columbus years ago, the motherfucking cops would be able to arrest them immediately. I didn't press charges the last time. I just let it go. Plus, I was intoxicated at the time. I could have. I declined to do so. All I wanted to know is if that's the way that it's handled, and that's the way that it's fucking handled. There's not one, but completely I am surrounded with it. On top of a city organizational intelligence, on top of all, it's just exuberating to where all this, while somebody's over here utilizing intimidation that you know we're the authorities, and I'll overspeak you with intelligence and how we work. Fuck you. I walk out to New York City and they're giving them the fucking finger too. Same thing fucking in Colorado and in New York. I'm guaranteeing they'll be criminally charged with misdemeanor harassment to start the investigation, and they carry out all the way down to associated fucking organized association, just like a fucking gang member, organized person in a group. They don't have to be a gang. It's an organized group associating one crime or targeting a person or doing harm in a certain way. There's officers arrested in Colorado Springs. I don't know what they've done out here, but hey, even in New York City and all the rest, and multitudes of witnesses out there, because see something, say something, even perfectly good strangers calling into the police without making it a targeted attack towards myself, trying to play the game, oh, we're helping, but we're really not, backstabbing situation, which I was told by a psychiatrist here that these guys want me to go see. They just want the help so we can tell you how that works. How the fuck you gonna do that under the oath of law, because you're utilizing that when the doctor had a whole completely different fucking plan, and you're like, we don't give a shit, we got the rights to authoritate. You go fuck yourself. But anyways, New York City, perfectly good strangers picking up multitudes of different things. Stalking, fucking electronic devices being around me that's improperly used, strange, or 100% acknowledging that it's also interfering with them as they're interfering with me. All kinds of other shit. Oh, we're law enforcement, but we watched you get poisoned. We watched you underneath the bridge get beat up. We watched you do this. We watched this. Yep, we know that. An internal intimidation. On top, they're utilizing some type of shit like where the mayor can hire their shit and they can travel to any state that they want to. It's an organized behavioral situation, a fraudulent ass situation. While they're in here pumped up, I'm law enforcement, more than likely utilizing taxpayers' dollars to buy their fucking steroids and to buy the fucking equipment or go to the gym to work out to supposedly keep their occupation while they're in here more or less becoming a fucking child molester and allowing the shit to happen. But hey, they get a paycheck if the investigations go longer. They get money if they can go ahead and enforce shit. They get an extra time and bonus, and all the shit is itemized to be marked for how much money they'll get. Fraud. No different than me laundering fucking money. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video though. The skunk situation definitely pissed me off. It shouldn't be around here. Skunks ain't been around here for a minute, but it's also, I realized it's underneath my shed. The shed's deteriorated because somebody else helped the deterioration in that. A neighbor. My cats are important. Someone stole the fence around this house. They completely, and what is also understood is my family may be involved with the degradation of what's going on, while they allowed a whole community to know it before I got here to stay, while they ridicule how that situation works out. You ain't got a fence, we'll put stress on you. Your house doesn't look as good as ours, we'll put stress on you. All the rest of the shit I was already explaining, just like the neighbors over here. Pertaining, one, they're police officers. Two, making a community statement, and you didn't even know me more than fucking a month and a half, if even that type of situation. Except for they did know me before that. And that was also understood to the fucking psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever the fuck she was that worked for the county. Them moving in and taking control. Fuck you. Straight up. He goes and tells on that shit, you're gonna get in fucking deep ass fucking trouble. We'll investigate to see what, if it ain't just to smack you on the fucking wrist with the fucking harassment, or fucking haul off and dick you for fucking trying to interfere with my life. Yeah. And you go tell what you want. We got people, this whole network, hey, you're so afraid of it, will cause what you're afraid of to actually happen. Well, it didn't happen with all the FBI agents in New York City that did come forward that was helping out. ATF was included on some of that. All kinds of different range of shit. These motherfuckers trying to pump themselves up like they're busting an international drug ring. I had fucking 100% one of the biggest American undercovers in the DEA step up to me while he was still undercover and represent there's some type of, I'm in not just trouble, but I'm in danger of a fucking system that's working that isn't supposed to be working, and somebody trying to work me. While you got a bunch of agents over here, we're gonna play with you fraudulently to make ourselves feel good. You all can go fuck your fucking selves. Let's get this on. Eavesdropping, wiretapping, cameras in the house while they're trying to play that they have the right to do it. They was given permission. Nobody else lives here right now with me, even though they have in the past, and that was only family members to a point, except for their associated network of fucking bullshit. I'm done. We're tired of playing Tom and Jerry. Really, I walked into every fucking police department. I pitted out in emails. I made phone calls. Fuck you and your Tom and Jerry ass, horse crock, a dick ass, lame, homosexual, mental fucking assault trying to take advantage of someone. I'm going to walk back off, and I'm going to explain this to the people that they've already advised, persuaded, and tried to get them to turn against me to empower themselves exactly what it is. But now, hey, neuromodulators, implants frying out my brain, all the other duressing factors that they keep track of for intimidation, but there's no help behind it, and basically fucking, challenging me to psychological health rights. You're unhealthy, we can mark that. Someone making comments about me taking a bath, and I even had one of the fucking toxic family members that I did have straight ass out look at the psychiatrist and said somebody's lying there big time. Matter of fact, he overly probably takes a bath more than the rest of the household. It was a water concern, getting bitched at. Hey, there's quite a couple of us people here, take it easy, whatnot, one way or the other. So that was outright a fucking affidavit lie. And like I said, if you was trying to get help and me get help, why the fuck would you concoct your own situation above a certified psychiatrist and enforce whatever the fuck you want to, when you ain't even got a legal right to fucking do? Ending this video, it was June 17th, and it still is 2019, 11:37 p.m. Gift Street is to the right, Walnut Street is the street I live on, McDowell Street is to the left. Right and straight in front of me there's a little alleyway thing, and one of the mainer streets there, that's Rich Street, and the street in behind me is Town Street. Surrounded by a mass amount of nasty ass, and some of it is gangland, fucking organized crime shit, 100 billion% already been proven. But some of the other stuff, while they're trying to step out of being associated that way, regrouping their shit, thinking either A, but they're smart enough, they're fucking undercovers of damn selves, running their own socialistic fucking rings. Anyhow, still can be prosecuted just like a fucking gang member, even though you ain't got a set and all the rest of the bullshit of the same associated fucking crimes the gang members can be fucking associated with. Oh, we'll get slapped on the wrist, all the rest. You'll be stripped of your fucking rights. You'll be on paperwork. Every time you're told to do so and you don't, you'll go away for 2.5 fucking years. That's what was explained to me, just like a gang member. An associated, affiliated gang member, and then it goes on and up, because they have different positions. But immediately, if they get caught discomplying and getting involved with fucking associated acts, they can go immediately to prison for 2.5 years. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and that's fucking bullshit, y'all. And that skunk just pissed all around the house, trying to fuck with air quality. They be messing with food. They be messing with churches here in Columbus too, just like was caught out in Colorado Springs. And the church was trying to over-dominate the situation. We've been instructed we have legal right to decline him or whatever. And by county law out there, they had no right to decline anybody. You operated it after you got the okay from us that you would, no matter what. And we'll shut you down was not even the threat, the enforcement against him. Next time he walks up and your door's locked or you don't represent shit right. We got a fellow over here that also not only participates with community police and acting like he's maybe undercover or associated with the undercovers, but also associated with the church. I had church food. This is back in 2013, and I came out with a bacterial infection, which I got another one right now. I'm taking Bactrim for. With that bacterial infection, I got sick. I was laid up for a week, literally. I didn't call the doctors or nothing. I was afraid because of all the other shit, and that's another thing. Healthcare and associated that way. I'll get into that later, but was a bacterial infection on top of whatever else was given to me. The same place I have major concern because it's the same type of van that they park around their church. Same type of, I watched them make the food and sandwiches and shit that they come out to give out during the lunch handout, whatever, every day. The same baskets, same people, same nastiness. That church either got in trouble or was being investigated from the SSA because I turned their fucking asses in. But anyhow, over-dominating control. And Christ's rights, if you don't believe I have the right to restrain type of situation until you understand. I control your check also, and I have the rights to use restraints. You can go fuck yourself. I called into the SSA and told them, and then after I did that, the bitch got all pissed off. I had court fines, almost didn't pay those, and I ain't doing shit for you. Go find somebody else to be your payee. It wasn't no real polite shit. Anyways, they're the ones that make those sandwiches, or was associated with the church. Next thing, the church is, because it's a pretty big church too, like a cathedral situation. With that being said, now you have community religious shit, which is attackful, fucking all kinds of shit. Profiling, threat, restraining, custodial, playing whatever else mind games that they can. Ending this video, and that's that. Once again, starting us out with a strange car parked in front of my house again. Oh, we just trying to help you, really? Nobody that you're associated with the asininity and the power that you're trying to play with, has helped out. You've been marked off as untrustworthy. You've been marked off as being the culprit. Toxic. Animalized. Anyways, and that's the way I'm saying it out loud. They more than likely eavesdropping will pick that up 100% too. Is an understanding to those who may watch this video. Go ahead, attack again, and I'll attack you back this time. All the way around, even internationally, if I can get the help to that, and pulling in the chaotic shit that you're pulling here in the United States to see if you're not attacking other people. Your associated slavery ring type of situation is over with. You've already been marked with cartel type of situation, but isn't it hard to be running cartel when you've taken an oath, you're playing that you're with the police or whatever the fuck you're with, higher intelligence government? I'm done. Anyways, just overheard somebody right there, but the microphone's not powerful enough on this. There's investigative tools that I need that cost money. Anybody wants to donate some, that's cool. But need a private detective. The detective, I've already spoken to a few. I've actually ran into one doing almost a similar situation of mine, of stalking by mob, and was showing how he was video recording from the opposite corner, watching the mob follow somebody else around. A sonic microphone. They need equipment. That equipment and the type of investigations cost a little more, but there's all kinds of shit that's needed for myself for investigated. Oscullators, all kinds of high tech, and these guys are working with high tech. They also organize their money. If you got 100 people involved, and 100 people a day gives $1 a day, how much money is that? $100 a day by 7 is 700. 700 by 4 is $2,800. Take that, multiply it even by a year if it's saved up, and if they're not putting more money into it and creating income some way to supply and organize a financial base for their group. And what do you get from it? You get up into what is that, $36,000 a year. How much? And then go check out the pricier stuff of in 1 year saving by the whole group, and they all get to have the right to basically go to each other and here, let me use that, let me use this, let's get that, let's get this. $36,000. Look into the equipment that you can buy with that. You could buy an LRAD, a miniature long-range acoustic device, creating micro voices. You can buy an oscillator. You can buy all kinds of shit. A lot of electronic jammers, all kinds of other shit. Then you get intelligent people in there understanding what microwave guns are and what a beam, can I beam something? Next thing you know, your eyes are burned out by laser lights on top, where you're getting blinded and you figure it might be as hot as the sun. Next thing you know, your eye blows out overnight while you're sleeping as it's stinging, scabs over like mine did, with burn marks all over. Backpack, shirt have holes in it and all that shit. How much does that device cost? Well, it probably takes somebody to pay somebody else to put together whatever DVD player lasers they are, and that's just a joke. But to get somebody intelligent enough to build them that type of fucking laser. You got laser pens that light fucking barbecue pits. You had laser, before I understood that, there's another laser I was thinking of. There's people on YouTube that's created lasers that'll bust a balloon. Busting a balloon's no different than frying your eyeball out. Shit, especially to the point it scabs over, you go blind and can't see. It burning bags off of you, like real thick military bags. Green duffel bag. Straps, almost brand new. Burning holes through the shirt and making marks on the skin. Oops. But hey, I was on the side of the highway. Maybe it was just the weeds that did that, huh? Sharp grass, right? Anyways, putting one and one together, there you have it. That's the way you do it. Take away 100 people on top of finding an external source of funding either put it into stocks as everybody gets together. You can have 20 people, 10 people. You bring in enough for $153 stock and make sure it's good or some shit like that. It jumps in money. You take that money and return it. You start saving that. Your stock's still there, so you can sell it and have that money. And then you go ahead and take the money and whatever, make an income from it. Build your organized, intelligible foundation for operations. Done. Gang members talking about treasurers. They're the treasurer for their gang. They're the money people. They're the ones that hold the money, get the money, collect the money. Not even just saying drug dealing, just from their gang members that participate, that they do something similar to that. So why would these motherfuckers, oh, we ain't a gang so we can't get in trouble? They shouldn't be able to do it. Private contracting, private sector, ho ho ho, bullshit. Anyways, I'll end this video and that's that. Peace. Target of unlawfulacts.com is one of my websites. Hopefully it stays up. If not, it's just a bunch of minor stuff right now until I get everything together. Then I'm gonna produce everything that I got. I'm hoping on that website there. Peace.